Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates with the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below. And I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. And it's a good idea to keep an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Okay. Collective, right away, I'm picking up that there's a lot of busy energy at this time. You can have a lot going on. You can feel that you are being pulled into several directions. And Spirit is saying for you not to become frustrated, for you to just simply breathe deep. Take one step at a time, do one thing at a time. Do not become anxious or nervous, okay? Whenever you are in a situation where you feel that you are overwhelmed with maybe errands or things to do, whether it's for you, your spouse, your children, anything that has to be done, and you feel like there's too many things to get done in a day, Spirit is saying for you to just take a deep breath and relax. Okay, relax and smell the roses, and do things one at a time. Do not allow the changes in life to put you into the energy of frustration, okay? So I'm picking up the energy of someone who needs to work on possibly grounding themselves more, okay? Maybe you are someone who you could experience a lot of anxiety, a lot of frustration when you feel that you're overwhelmed, possibly losing sleep at night. And so Spirit is saying that you're only one person to simply take a deep breath, breathe in and breathe out, okay? And that's where I'm speaking about someone losing sleep. It is time for you to rest and rejuvenate, okay? Maybe you could possibly need to get into the idea of whenever you feel anxious, just stopping what you're doing and take those deep breaths, okay? Close your lips and breathe in through the nose and release out the mouth. Hold for 3 seconds. There's a need for someone to remain calm. There could be a situation coming up that you may be caught off guard with, collective, and there's a need for you to remain calm in this situation, for you not to become nervous, for you not to panic, but to remain calm. It's okay to be in observation, but someone has to stay calm. Spirit is saying someone has to stay calm. Okay? Oftentimes, we throw ourselves into the energy of anxiety by panicking and assuming the worst. And a lot of, not some, but Spirit is saying a lot of situations are mind over matter. So if you don't know someone, if this isn't you experiencing this anxiety or feeling anxious, this could be someone that you know. And so it's time for you to be more easy with yourself. If you are someone who has a lot of tasks going on and you feel that you're the only responsible one, Spirit is saying, well, maybe there's something on that list that you can let go or surrender, some kind of responsibility. Maybe you could possibly pass it down or pass it along to someone else, okay? There's a need, your spirit wants to be relieved of being deeply saddened all the time. Your spirit wants to be rejuvenated. Your balance needs to be restored, within your aura, within your energy field, collective. There's a lot of imbalance taking place within you at this time. And as I said at the beginning, it could be because you feel like you're overwhelmed, like there's too many demands being placed on you, too many requirements. Maybe there are a lot of people who rely on you, and not just children. You could have adults who rely on you for one reason or another. And so as I speak about balance, we have temperance energy here. You or someone around you could be a Sagittarius, but there's a need for you to be willing also to let go some of those hobbies or those responsibilities, or spread them out. Okay. Um, Put the reading where it resonates for you. It may be different. Maybe you aren't someone who has a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you just feel overwhelmed. Okay. Spirit is saying it's time for you to maybe do some breath work, and also uh, take one day at a time and one moment at a time and learn to stay calm. There's something about when things occur. You immediately go to the negative and into an uproar, into the hypotheticals of what if, and it puts you into a panic mode. And this could even be people bringing information to you, information maybe letting you know that something's going on with a loved one, someone isn't feeling well, or someone had to go to the hospital. You assume the worst when people bring you this information. And so Spirit wants you to come out of assuming the worst, collective. They're saying that it's affecting you feeling sad. It's also affecting you having sleepless nights as well. So these things do matter. So you want to be mindful of how you receive information and possibly get into doing that breath work. Okay. And also getting out into nature as well. Finding a way to relax and be calm. Okay, in a natural way. Okay, that's for somebody. In a natural way. Okay, maybe there's someone who likes to hit the spliff, and you say your spliff helps you relax. All are welcome on this channel. It's okay. Somebody said they spliff helped them relax. But it's a good idea, to each his own. Whatever you choose to relax, you have free will. But they want you to find natural ways to relax and stay calm. A good example of why I'm saying that: you could be at work and something can occur. Okay, you can't pull your spliff out at work and blaze, right? So they want you to work on natural ways of calming yourself, natural ways of learning how to take a deep breath, how to relax, not go into panic mode. Stop assuming the worst, because this is not good for your health. No, I'm not a licensed medical physician. This is not medical advice, but this is not good for your well-being or for your health overall. Okay. And so Spirit is saying it's time to get a hold on that now. And then we have the Two of Cups. Balance once again. We got Temperance and the Two of Cups out here. That is balance. Twice confirming. Okay. Your soul is crying out, collective, to be less emotional. You could also be someone who, out of nowhere, from time to time, find yourself being overly emotional, wanting to cry. It's okay to cry. Crying is a healthy thing. Whether you are a male or a female, that is not negative. But I'm picking up on someone who cries like every day. If not every day, every other day. And I'm talking about outbursts of emotional tears. And sometimes you don't even know why. You just get into this state of, woe it's me, that pity energy. Okay. And so also Spirit is saying this could also be an environment that you are in, or some kind of place that you frequent a lot. So it would be a good idea, as I spoke of in the last read, to practice some form of spiritual hygiene, some kind of spiritual cleansing, whether it's a spiritual bath. You may want to do research on those things, okay, before you partake, but get into some spiritual hygiene, collective, because they're saying also to let you know that this energy may be from somewhere that you frequent the most. And so everyone's life is different. What place or location that you go to quite often. Okay. Yes, your spirit is saying it's time for a change. Okay. It's okay to cry, but not every day or not every other day. Okay. So it's not negative that you're crying. It's just time to recalibrate your energy. And with that download, that instant download of saying it could be somewhere that you frequent, this could be somewhere that you go, whether it's at work, a friend's or relative's house, somewhere that you visit often. It could even be a particular store. Maybe there's somewhere that you shop that you like to go to. Okay? Energy is not ever destroyed. It simply travels from one person, place, or thing or another. So, And so it's time for you to shine bright like the star that you are, collective. I have to cover that up there. But it's time for you to shine bright like the star that you are, because there is an overflow. There's two portions of liquid being poured out too. There's an overflow of talent and skill and prosperity that resides within you. But excuse me, for you to tap into that, you have to make sure that you are nurturing and taking care of yourself, making sure that you are taking the time to rest and rejuvenate when necessary. When you feel fatigued or tired, get that rest. If someone invites you out and you're not in the mood, just simply turn it down and get rest. You may want to get on a regular sleeping schedule if you're having a hard time sleeping. Okay. You may want to try you some chamomile tea. Okay. But yes, but they're saying this could be somewhere that you frequent, or this could also be someone that you hang around. People have energy attachments, collective, and it is real. Some people are aware that they have, and some may not even be aware that they have an energy attachment, that is attached to their aura that causes different reactions and response and also projects, okay? And so this energy could also, that you're experiencing, could also intercept your ability to gather with your friends or your family or people whom you care about, because you find yourself being overly emotional and in a state of sadness, but you just can't pinpoint it. And this could be someone else's energy. And because you have no protection up, no kind of regimen, or you're not practicing any spiritual hygiene, your aura is open, your aura is leaking, you're open for the grab. Okay. Especially if you are someone who partakes in different vices, it really opens you up to negative energy and attachments, such as consuming, alcoholic beverages and smoking as well. It really opens up your aura to have those negative, dark, energetic attachments magnetized towards you, and that's why they call alcohol spirits. That's why it be on the outside of the bar. It says we have food and what? Spirits. Okay, that's what it is. It's what the beverage is. The liquor. It's what the liquor is. It's a spirit. Okay. Everything has energy, everything vibrates. Okay. And so the next card we have, which I love, is the Ace of Swords here. So you are receiving clarity and information, and Spirit is saying for you to consider the message that is being given to you. Consider it and take time to do the research that is necessary and find what is fitting for you, because what works for one person may not work for the next. So do some research on spiritual cleansing and hygiene, and find some protection regimens for yourself. There are things that are very simple. There are things that cost you $0. Free 99, free 99, okay? That you can utilize to protect yourself when you're out and about, or things you can carry with you while you're, on your person, while you're at work or wherever, okay? As well as in your home or someone else's home. And so it's time for you to stand up for yourself. Be willing to do the research. You don't have to do what anyone else tells you to do. They're telling me to keep saying research to you. So be willing to look into things, okay? And no, there isn't anything negative or bad that's going to happen to you. This is just a spiritual notification. This read is so that you know that the energy that you have been feeling just may not be yours, and to let you know that there's something that can be done about it. Okay, because you could be wondering, like, look, there's something happening, but I can't put my finger on it. What is this? So this is your confirmation. There are no coincidences. This is your confirmation of what's been going on. So, jump to it. Jump, jump, jump to it. You know? You know? You know, you know, you know? They want you to work your magic. Tap into the magician within you, okay? There are many things you can do, and so that's why I say research it, okay? Find what works for you. And through your research, collective, male or female, because you could be a male figure who's experiencing this as well, you may find some things that you like, So, do the research and look into those things. Balance again. Look at the white and the black here. Balance again. It's time for you to call your power back. And you can do that also. You can use your Heka and call your power and energy back. There's many ways you can do that. Very simple. You can speak that into the ether. You can speak that into the ether. Okay? Call your power and energy back. Even when you're having simple conversations, or you visit places, call your energy back. hmm Because there's so much waiting for you, so much for you to celebrate, so much for you to experience. As I was saying earlier, there's a lot of talent and skill that is awaiting you when I held up the star energy. But you have to, do the work that is necessary so that you can tap into those skills and those gifts, and you'll be able to enjoy the bliss that life has to offer you personally and specifically. Okay? Because the Six of Wands is celebration and being celebrated. And so there's a whole new world that is awaiting you, collective. So hopefully you take heed and look into these measurements, these different ways to protect your energy and practice spiritual hygiene, even cleaning and decluttering your home. I brought this up earlier in another read, doing it consistently, making sure you clean the portals of your home, your doorways, your windows, around the door frame, around the window frame, picture frames that have like photos of loved ones you may have sitting around. I'm seeing someone with a lot of family photo frames, which are beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. This doesn't mean throw your things out. No, this means simply find a consistent regimen to dust off and wipe these beautiful things down, okay? You have a lot of porcelain, a lot of glass in your home. You have to dust those things down. Yes, it is work, and you don't have to do it all at once. Look, do a little here and a little there. Okay? A little here and a little there. With the Nine of Cups, you may have been in wonderment, of when will you receive a break or when will there be a shift in your life, a shift in you receiving the life that you desire. This could be prosperity. This could be a career. This could be a relationship, different things that you desire to acquire. Spirit is saying, do the work. You're receiving the message of what needs to be done. Simply do the work. And you don't have to there's no pressure, number one. Don't feel anxious and full of anxiety and can't sleep over this read, okay? There's no pressure, okay? Simply look into it. Pick a few things that will help you, that you like, that you're in agreement of, and do them in rotation. You don't have to do everything every day. You don't have to do 1,000 things every day. No one's coming to get you. No, nothing's about to happen to you, collective. So don't perceive the read in that manner. But the goal is your spirit team wants you to be aware of what energy is yours and what energy is not yours. Because there are a lot of us who carry the weight and baggage of other people on a daily, and we have no idea of why we have certain feelings and sensations. And we assume it's other things, and it's not. It could be something as simple as a migraine headache. No, I'm not a licensed physician. This is not medical advice at all. It could be a sensation in your gut, all kind of little feelings and sensations all over you, and you don't know what it is. And it could simply just be energetically or something that needs to be moved around in your house. Maybe you're someone who is being led to look into feng shui as well. Research these things that I am mentioning, okay? Because there's no need for you to live a life of misery or break your own heart. Not when there is a solution, and not when you are fully capable and able to help thyself. Self-preservation is key. Okay? Lots of loud noise, but we're going to keep on going. Okay? So your spirit team wants you to put these 10 of wands down. Okay? Look how that shoulder is up high, like, ugh, ugh. They want you to put those wands down and have you some rest and be in the energy. They want you to choose and make the decision today to pour into you and to take care of you. And anything that is overwhelming you, whether it's a heavy schedule, running a lot of errands, just having too much responsibility, it's time to make a move and take action. So this Two of Wands is representing someone taking action on what needs to be done. Maybe there's too much going on at work, and maybe your job description is increasing the demands. And you're like, wait a minute, something's got to give right here. Wait a minute. And so, Spirit is saying, speak up. Let it be known that it's too much, Let it be known. This is not what I was hired for. I'm only one person. In case you forgot, I am not an octopus. In case you forgot, okay? Let them know that you are a human being. If your family is burdening you, balance again, collective. I can't make this up. All these cards telling you to get it together. Your spirit is becoming weary. Your aura is saying we need recalibration. Beam us up. Beam us up. Because you deserve to be where you rightfully should be, which is on your throne. Enjoying life and all the bliss and joy that it has to offer you. Individually, personally, specifically so. Because we all are uniquely, individually, divinely created. And so we have our own experiences and events here in life, our own purpose. So it's time to choose you, collective. Okay? You have to take care of you so that you'll be here to enjoy the life that you are giving. You've made many sacrifices, so many, helping everyone outside of you. But who is helping you? So they want you to take action towards it. Not just reflect on, oh, I've sacrificed a lot. Let that inspire you to stop sacrificing so much. Use the word no when you need to say no. You know? Then we have a beautiful Hierophant energy. Okay? So we have Source, have the divine popping up in the read, confirming, yes, it's time for change. And your spirit team is here with the divine, letting you know we're here to assist you. We're giving you this message. We're giving you confirmation of what needs to be done and how to protect yourself. So take action today, collective. Because energy is real. And if that's what you've been feeling, because that's what I'm picking up heavy here, you're feeling drained, fatigued. You could also be experiencing that. Feeling, you know that you had plenty of rest, but you feel tired and fatigued. It could be someone around you, but there's things you can do for that, to protect your aura. So just look into the things and find what works for you and take action. Later.